me why I sound like this, with a 6-string growl and a hammer fist twist. Why I talk back when I should be.
Hello and welcome to Sawyer Outdoors. Today I'll be reviewing this new sleeping pad that Ozark Trail just came out with. It's a new kind of sleeping pad. It has a different design. It has a more rugged material, so it definitely will not be popping out in the backcountry. And also look how small it is. Like, I can really compress that down. It's really, really small. Now, one of the downsides with this sleeping pad is that it has an R value of only 1.3, meaning it would only be good around into the 50-degree range. And as you can see, guys, I did not wear the perfect shirt for filming today. Anyways, let's go ahead and review this thing. Let's get it out of the bag and inflate it on the ground and test it out. Now, unfortunately, this sleeping pad does not come with a pump or a pump sack or anything like that. So it's not that great when you inflate it. You have to inflate it by your mouth or by a inflatable pump. And I know I have an inflatable pump, but for the purposes of the video, I'm going to be airing it up like with my lungs. It is very light and it is very compact. I think it weighs only about a pound or so, or a little bit more than a pound. But yeah, this thing is very rugged. I actually slept in it on it in a puddle one time. I will say that wasn't too fun, but it kept me out of the water. Oh, yeah, that takes it out of you. Wow. Golly. But here's the sleeping pad, and as you can see what I meant by the different baffling system. As you can see, it's one of these more cheaper looking designs on those like Amazon ones, but it honestly isn't bad. The only thing I would be concerned about on this sleeping pad is the welds. Now, these welds are actually not horrible when it comes to strength. Like, I can feel like the thickness in between them. Like, there's quite a bit of welding there going on in there. You never know, and you always want to be safe with these kind of sleeping pads, because keep in mind, this is like a $30 sleeping pad that you get from a Walmart. So, with that to be said, let's get on the sleeping pad and test its comfort. And remember, I'm literally on straight ground here, pine needles and everything. I'm gonna take off my shoes and act like I'm getting in for bed fully. And I'm almost 6 foot, I would say. And here's my head at the very tippy top, and there's my feet. So if you're over 6 foot or 5'9", I would not recommend this pad already. And I'm not bottoming out on this sleeping pad as I lay on it in any position at all, even on my back. It feels perfectly fine. It's just, I would say the only flaw is when you get up, even when you're fully inflated, you're bottoming out on the pad. And I think that's one major flaw with this pad, because I don't really like being bottomed out on a pad when I'm just sitting there, especially when it's fully inflated. And I'm actually 142 pounds. I'll expose myself on that here. It's already bottoming out. Overall though, when you're just laying on it like normal and you're just sleeping, I wouldn't recommend this for bigger people with lying on their side. Sure, it gives a lot of pressure points out when you're sleeping like this. The dimple baffling system is really nice, but for bigger people, I would definitely not recommend this. Now, this sleeping pad is the regular, or it is the wide version of their other kind of sleeping pads. So it is nice and wide. I believe it's like 25 inches or almost 30 inches. It might be like 24 inches, I think. I'll put the real dimensions up on the screen. But one big, huge flaw that I've had with the sleeping pad is when you're sleeping on colder ground. I know it's an R value of 1.3, but sometimes I use sleeping pads what they're not meant for, and they will deflate. This one deflates. I don't like that because, for several reasons. I have to wake up in the middle of the night and then try to inflate it all over again. That is a big problem. And with this sleeping pad, I can already tell you that if it's deflating with mid 40s to low 40s, it's not going to do well at all with no one on it below 40. So at refrigerator level, you just want to be cautious, and when you're above 50, what it's meant for, you're perfectly fine. It probably won't deflate on you. But maybe I just got one that isn't working. Let's move on to packing it away. And this is a two-way valve, so you just open the first one and open the second one, and then all the air will come out. Just wait for a few seconds, or you can lay on it and flip it over. Now that you've done that, you're gonna make sure the valve is not gonna be on the side that you're flipping, or to fold it. And you just want to fold it over exactly 2 times. Now that you've done that, bring this over. So really the only catch to this one, with it being wider, is that you have to fold it over 2 times instead of 1 time. Otherwise, that's literally it. And then put it in the bag. There you go, your sleeping pad is nice and compact in the bag. Let me know what you think of this sleeping pad from Ozark Trail, because I've only used it once and I want to know from other people if this is any good. But I thank you guys for watching this review, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.